thought instead of pretending to be scared by a video game this year, I'd read you all a scary story by the master himself, Edgar Allan Poe. That's right, a book. Do you remember those, you fucking idiot? Only joking. Of course you read books. Books about how to be a fucking idiot. Alright, make sure you're uncomfortable. Here we go. What's that? What is that? Is that coming from in there? I can hear you. I want to help you. I found a different book. It's different. It's very different. Oh God. All Alone with Daddy by Joan Fosler. Ellen was a little girl with yellow hair. She was 4 years old. One evening, Ellen's mother packed a small suitcase and went away on a business trip. And Ellen and her daddy stayed behind at home. Maybe this will be a nice story about a sleepy cat. On the very first morning that her mother was away, Ellen got up early. Then she tiptoed to her mother's dresser and she tried on some of her mother's lipstick and her powder and even some eyebrow pencil. Then she put on a necklace and earrings and sunglasses and high-heeled shoes and perfume too. I already missed the cat. When she was all finished, her daddy woke up. "I'm grown up now, Daddy, and I want to marry you," Ellen said. Ellen's daddy laughed at her. "You can't marry me," he said, as he helped her wash the makeup off her face. But he told her she was very, very pretty, and she didn't even need any makeup at all, and that made Ellen feel very good inside. Then Ellen's daddy said that she could go downstairs and set the breakfast table, and Ellen did. She put a spoon and a fork and a knife at Daddy's place. Then she poured a great big glass of orange juice for him. And she wiped up all the little spills and splashes very carefully. Then she sat herself down in the mommy chair. "Can I make pancakes for you?" Ellen asked her daddy when he came to the table. "No," laughed Ellen's daddy. "You can't make pancakes for me." But he drank every drop of the juice, and he hugged and kissed her too, and that made Ellen feel very good inside. Later that day, Ellen and her daddy took a walk in the park, and Ellen felt especially good because she especially loved being all alone with Daddy. That night, when Ellen's daddy was getting ready for bed, he found a funny little bump under the blanket in the big mommy and daddy bed. "No," said Daddy when the bump moved. "You can't sleep where Mommy sleeps." But he smiled at Ellen, and he put his arm around her, and he let her stay just a little while. And that made Ellen feel very good inside too. The next day, Ellen's mother came home. Oh, thank fucking God for that. Now Ellen's mother sat in the mommy chair at the breakfast table, and Ellen's mother poured the orange juice, and she made 2 batches of pancakes. Ellen's daddy said that they were delicious, and he ate them all up. Now, when Ellen and Daddy went for a walk in the park, Mommy came along too. Ellen was glad that Mommy came along, but she remembered how especially good it felt to be all alone with Daddy. And now she wasn't all alone with Daddy anymore at all. Now Ellen's mother slept in the big bed with Ellen's daddy, and there was no more room in the Mommy and Daddy bed for a little girl. Even a little girl who only made a very small bump in the blanket. So Ellen didn't feel quite so good inside anymore at all. When Ellen went to sleep that night, she dreamed about little girls who grew up and really did marry their daddies. And had little babies with them too. Oh, God. When she woke up, Ellen thought about her dream, and deep down inside herself, Ellen really did wish that she could marry her daddy someday. But of course, she knew she never could. But she could grow up to be very much like her mother, and she could grow up to marry someone very much like her daddy. And that is probably just exactly what Ellen did. That's probably what she did. She probably did that. She probably didn't marry her daddy and have little babies with her daddy. Oh, the end. Also available, my grandpa died today. Billy and our new baby. The man of the house. The boy with a problem. One little girl. Things I hate. Don't worry, dear. A new mother for Martha. If it weren't for Benjamin, I'd always get to lick the icing spoon. Please don't say hello. Lisa and her soundless world. It's scary sometimes. City, sing for me. A country child moves to the city. No time for me. Oscar the selfish octopus. I have feelings.